Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's episode of The Scoop. If you are new to my channel, The Scoop is our opportunity to catch up, go over what went on over the course of the week, act as if we're grabbing a cup of coffee together, and just kind of hang out. On my channel, we talk about commentary, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and opera. I'm an opera singer, all from a conservative and classic perspective. So if that's something that you would enjoy, please feel free to subscribe. So go ahead and grab some coffee or tea or hot chocolate, I don't know what you're drinking, and let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is that we hit 90,000 subscribers here on Classically Abby, and that is super exciting because that means we are getting close to 100,000 subscribers, and that means there are 100,000 people who are part of the Classic Crew. So now is the time for us to push to that 100,000. If you have friends that you think would enjoy being part of this, I would absolutely love if you would have them come and subscribe too. It's such an exciting thing to see this space for conservatives and conservative women grow. I'm excited to see that there is a place for people to speak openly about their conservative views, and you don't have to be a conservative to be here. We love having people on the other side of the aisle if you're open to having an open discussion, but I'm just so excited to see the support in this community and see how many people are finding a place here. I'd love to know in the comments, when did you subscribe to this channel and what video inspired you to do so? Next up, I wanted to mention a few things that I will be doing over the next few days. So on Friday, I will be giving a speech. It will be on Zoom for the Claire Booth Luce Center for Conservative Women. And they are a wonderful organization. I'm so excited to be partnering with them. I'm going to be giving a speech all about how to dress well and why it's so important. The name of the speech is actually Dress Up Ladies, a Guide for the Successful Woman. And it's going to actually teach you how to dress well, but it's also going to be talking about why this is a conservative concept to dress well and why presenting yourself well is not only important, but also fits in with our worldview. So I'm really looking forward to this speech. It's going to be happening this Friday, and I will leave in the description box below the link so that you can sign up to be a part of it. Because I'm really excited to talk about this topic. I think it's a really important one, and I'd love to see you guys there. Next up, I wanted to talk about what I will be doing on February 22nd, that's Monday, at 8 p.m. In partnership with YAF, which is the Young America's Foundation, my husband and I are going to be doing something called Breaking the Meta, and we're going to be live streaming, playing video games, and breaking down the hidden leftist messaging that pervades absolutely everything, including video games. But we're going to be playing through them. Now, warning, I am terrible at video games. I can do okay, but I'm not good. Let's just be clear. My husband is okay. He can do well. I am not. So there's going to be a lot of me absolutely failing horribly and a lot of me throwing the controller at my husband and saying, you need to take over because I'm terrible. I will be doing my best, but I won't be doing great. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. But we are doing this in partnership with Young America's Foundation, and I'm really looking forward to it. So make sure to mark that down in your calendars because I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Next up, I wanted to talk about these crazy storms that are hitting around the country, but are really hitting Texas very hard. Texas is just not built for this kind of weather, and their infrastructure was not prepared. Their housing is not built for this kind of thing, and it's so dangerous. People are without power. People don't have water. It's just horrible. So I think it's really important that we all pray for Texas and the people who live there and the people who are suffering right now, because it's just not precedented and people are in horrible situations. So keeping them in our hearts and prayers, I think, is really important right now. I also wanted to mention that Rush Limbaugh passed away on Wednesday. So Rush Limbaugh, he passed away at 70 of lung cancer, and he's been suffering with cancer for a while. He was the biggest voice on conservative radio for decades. He really started conservative media, and he was such an important voice for the conservative movement. And I remember growing up, my dad would put him on the radio when we drove to school, and we would listen to him. And I remember getting the Limbaugh letter in the mail and kind of being excited because there were some comics in the middle that I was allowed to read. And I think that it's a huge loss for the conservative community to have that happen. So if you have followed Rush Limbaugh, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and may he rest in peace. The last thing I want to talk about is something on a much lighter note, and I figured I would end on something light just before we finish off this video, and that is that my friend gave me a wonderful gift. So my friend visited me for a weekend, and at some point she came into my room and she took a look at my closet and she said, "Oh, I think your dresses would look so pretty if all of them had the same hangers." And I said to her, I've always wanted to do that, but I can't bring myself to spend however much money, the $10 or $15, to get all matching hangers. I don't know why. I can spend money on other stupid things, but for some reason, buying matching hangers, which is something that is actually useful, I couldn't bring myself to do. So a couple weeks later, I get an Amazon package and I didn't order anything, so I look at what's inside and it's 50 matching velvet hangers, and oh my gosh, he had bought me the best gift. It was so sweet, and now I have all my dresses hung up and they look beautiful. She was totally right, and it was such a thoughtful gift. So if you've been considering getting matching hangers, it's actually not a bad idea. It really does clean up your closet and it makes everything look so much better. And also, these velvet hangers are so good because nothing slides off them. So I hugely recommend them, and I feel so loved and so happy that I have them in my closet. I'm looking over at my closet. That's why I glanced this way. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you've been up to this week. I'd love to hear. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to get notified of all my new videos. It really helps me when you do that. It lets you know whenever I post anything. Go ahead and subscribe to my newsletter. I'll link it in the description box below, and you'll get a little dose of classic into your inbox just twice a month. If you want to see what I'm up to more on a day-to-day basis, feel free to follow me on social media at Classically Abby. It's at Classically Abby absolutely everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!